Yo, what is good, YouTube? Today I'm coming at y'all with 6 banger cheap fragrances, all right? These are all going to be great for the springtime and the summertime, quite frankly. I don't know about where you live, but where I live, it is already very hot. So spring and summer fragrances are in full effect for me, and today I got 6 great ones for y'all. If you enjoy content like this, cheap fragrances that smell amazing, maybe subscribe because that is all I post. And without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, first up on the list, we're going with Offn's Rare Reef. So it's a more recent pickup for me. I've had it I bought it maybe 5 months ago, but I just started really wearing it now that it's warmed up because I bought it in the winter time. But this is going to be not really a clone of anything. This is an original DNA by Offn, and this is going to be, with this one, we're talking orange, right? I'm talking a juicy orange. There's a little bit of mint in here and a little bit of grapefruit I also get, but just imagine the smell when you cut open an orange and you juice it out, that smell. This is really capturing that smell. It's very mouth-watering, citrusy, right? A little bit of mint. It really comes out when it gets on your skin and dries down. But again, we're mainly talking orange. So if you think you would like a fragrance that smells like a juicy orange, I would 100% point you to this. So the projection and the longevity of this is pretty average, not amazing, but not bad at all. Talking probably 6 hours-ish you're gonna get out of this, and it's gonna die down to become a skin scent. For this type of fragrance, that's pretty amazing. And again, it'll be a skin scent for more than 6 hours. Not bad for 30 bucks. Again, mouth-watering orange. So if you think you're into that, that would be Offn's Rare Reef. Next up on the list, I got a 2-for-1 here. I'm talking Coconut Lagoon or Rayhan Aquatica. So both of these are very similar fragrances. They're both doing the Creed Virgin Island Water DNA. But this is more of watery, coconut water type smell, and this is more of a boozy coconut. What I mean by that is both of these they're similar scents, right? They're both beach time coconut bombs. So probably more summer fragrances, but for me, spring and summer, you can wear whatever. This is just more of a boozy, more of a nighttime coconut. This reminds me of a brighter, smoother coconut. Now, I haven't had this long, so I haven't really gotten to experiment too much with it. I've only worn it maybe 5 times total. Performance on these is going to be very similar. I'm talking probably about, again, 5 to 6 hours, and it's really going to die out. But those first few hours, you're going to put out a great fresh sillage of just coconut. This gives me vibes of daytime, right, at the pool, beach. It's like a beachy coconut, but not in a sunscreen way at all. A lot of these summery beach vibe fragrances tend to smell a little bit like a sunscreen, in my opinion, but this does not. And this is kind of more nighttime. But again, they're both doing the same thing. They're very similar fragrances. If you want the closer to the original, I would give it to Rayhan's Aquatica. This is a little more brighter than the original, in my opinion, but I love both these scents. So you can't go wrong with either way. They're about the same price. So that is going to be Rayhan Aquatica or Coconut Lagoon by Paris Corner, I believe. Next up on the list, I'm talking Aether Extrait. So I love the smell of this fragrance so much. The one downside is the performance is just not amazing. You're only going to get, after about 3 to 4 hours, it kind of dies out for me. And that's just my experience. I've heard people say they get a lot. They might be lying, or maybe we just have different skin chemistry. I can't tell you. But for me, it's not the longest performer or the best projector, but the scent DNA, I love it. Also, pressurized atomizer and cool shattered glass look on the bottle. Great presentation. But it's a clone of Greenleaf, Parfums de Marly Greenleaf, if you didn't know. And this is like, to me, it smells like if you're standing in a pine green forest and the wind is blowing and you get a whiff of just the green trees. It smells so green. It's got an apple accord in here too that really comes out. And this stuff, man, this is one, with this fragrance, I love to just smell it. The smell just smells like nature, like a fresh, masculine nature smell. If you're into nature, you like the smell of greenery, this stuff is a banger. And also the original Parfums de Marly Greenleaf kind of has rather terrible performance, so this is right there with it. This is super cheap, 30 bucks again, and it's so amazing. This is perfect for the springtime. So that is going to be Aether Extrait. All right, next up, I'm going with the classic. We're going Aqua Dubai. So Aqua Dubai, clone of Louis Vuitton's Imagination. If you didn't know, you probably already did. This is a popular fragrance, probably the most popular on this list. And man, soapy clean with a touch of citrus. Basically smells like a bar of soap. Not a lot of guys are going to really emphasize how truly this smells like a bar of soap. It smells like a nice, fancy expensive bar soap. You might smell it like a luxury hotel or something like that with a tad bit of citrus, but again, mainly just soap. If you want to smell clean, office scent, daytime scent, you're not trying to do anything crazy, this is a go-to for me. And also, performance is a monster. I get great longevity out of this, a solid 8 to 9 hours, maybe even more on clothes. You're going 12 hours. Projection is a beast. You're going to get compliments with this. This is going to be a mass appealing fragrance if I've ever had one. That's going to be Al Hardiman, Amber Oud, Aqua Dubai. I hope I did not botch that. All right, last up on the list, we're going with Vulcan Fle or Vulcan Fle, something like that. And this one, we had oranges, we had apples. Now we're taking on mangoes. And man, this stuff smells like a mango, bro. There is a lot of notes in this fragrance, but to summarize it up, I'm talking about a juicy, mouth-watering mango. If you think you would like to smell like that, I would point you to this. It's a clone of God of Fire. God of Fire cost $300 or $400. I think this is going to cost you about $35. I overpaid for it. I got it when it first launched, and it was basically out of stock everywhere, and I paid $60 on eBay because I really wanted it. Don't do that with a new fragrance. Just wait a little bit. They always go down. This one's half the price. I paid for it now, but man, it was still worth it at that price. Also, kind of a terrible atomizer. But man, just a juicy mango. You're going to smell amazing with this. Compliment factor, the longevity is monstrous. It's going to last you pretty much all day with great performance and a great sillage. So that is French Avenue's Vulcan Fle. And so that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed, drop a subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.